I want to talk about this one because it comes up a lot. When you're designing your logo, what exactly does it need to do for you? What does it need to say? Does it need to explain everything you do? Does it need to, build room for you to grow in the future? Do you need to kind of include everything about your business in one little logo? And I always say your logo only needs to do two things for you, and let me tell you what they are. Hi, I'm Suzi Istvan from Social Suzi Designs, and I actually end up having this conversation with clients a lot. And it makes sense, right? Because a logo is important. When you're doing the brand for your business, it's a piece that you really want to get right. And I was talking to this one particular client recently, and we were sort of finalizing her logo details. And she was kind of having a moment of panic because she couldn't figure out, does it need to have a tagline? And what if my tagline changes? And does it need to say that I'm the founder of X, Y, and Z, which were things she hadn't even founded yet, and she sort of wanted to give herself room to grow? And is it really clear from immediately looking at this little iconic logo symbol what it is I do? And totally understandable, right? These are all things that a lot of people really think about when they're trying to create their logo. Here's what I always say. Your logo really only needs to do two things for you. It needs to make people who have never encountered your brand before feel the way you want them to feel when they're encountering your brand. And it needs to then, the second purpose, is to let people who do know your brand recognize it when they see it. That's it. Here's the example I like to use. Think of a t-shirt for a band, right? So it's a band you've never heard of before, and you see someone walking down the street and they're wearing a t-shirt and it just has the name of the band on it. That's it. Now from looking at that, if it's done well, you probably won't be able to know how many members are in the band, the name of their first single, any awards that they've won, what instruments they play. You're not going to learn everything about the band from seeing their name on a t-shirt, but they're going to try and make you feel a certain way when you see it. And you're going to immediately get a sense of what kind of music or what sort of genre this band hangs out in. Maybe they're super dark and artsy and deep, and maybe they are really lighthearted and energetic and they kind of make you want to party. Maybe they're a little quirky and a little artsy and a little strange, and they sort of want you to feel that way as soon as you see their name. So now you're interested, you've got a feeling, you're going to kind of listen for their name, maybe you'll even go home and look them up. Okay, so imagine that has already happened. And so now you've gone and you've looked up this band and you've downloaded their music and blah, 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 right? And then you see someone a couple weeks later wearing that same t-shirt or wearing a different t-shirt with the same symbol on it. Now you've got instant recognition. If that logo, if that name is written out in the same way as you saw it last time, now it's serving to remind you that this band exists. They're associated with this t-shirt. Maybe if you're buying tickets for some kind of festival, you see that symbol. Okay, this band is associated with it. That's it. All your logo has to do. The rest of your branding, the rest of your brand strategy, your website, your copy, all of that has to do all of the other heavy lifting of explaining what's going on. But all your logo has to do is make people feel a certain way the first time they encounter it, give people that feeling you want them to get when they encounter you, and then serve as recognition for people who already know who you are. That's it. So take the pressure off of your poor logo and just trust that if you can accomplish those two things, I think you're going to have a really successful logo. So tell me in the comments, what does your logo do to kind of serve those two purposes? Or what would you like it to do in the future? Or what are some of your favorite logos that accomplish those two tasks? Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad you're here, and I'll see you next time. Bye!